All right, your meeting is booked, so please watch this video all the way through for next steps on your call and a little bit more information about our company, our process, and how we work. So 2 very quick important things. You need to complete these 2 steps right now. If you don't, we'll be forced to cancel your call and give your slot to someone else. Number 1 is confirm your call by replying yes to either the text or the email. You should have gotten the text by now, but if you haven't, go to your email, search certified closers. You should be able to find it easily, and then reply yes to that email. And the second thing is confirm the call on your calendar by selecting yes on your personal calendar. If it's not there, you're probably going to forget about it. We'll edit on the screen right now exactly what that looks like, but essentially you got to do those 2 things for me. And what we're doing right now is we're looking for those confirmations, the text or the email, and then the calendar reply. If we don't get them, we'll move you to a setter first to make sure you're actually going to show up, or cancel the call entirely. The next thing is we need you to show up on Google Meet on a laptop or a desktop. The phone screen is too small. We can't use a phone. You're not going to be able to see the demo. You got to show up on a laptop and on Google Meet. You really can't show up to this call on a phone, so please make sure you show up on Google Meet on a laptop or a desktop, and then you really get the most out of this. So the next step's going to be a little bit of information about us, the application funnel, and how the application funnel was born. And we found that this funnel specifically is the most effective by far, not even close, to helping any coach or consultant scale from 0 to 10, all the way up to 50 grand a month and beyond. And there's really 2 reasons to take the application funnel seriously. Number 1 being, and I just tell you so you know, we've used it and we continue to use it to this day. Everything that I'm going to tell you in this video and everything we're going to go over on our sales call together are things that we are using right now. And I think anytime you use something, whether it's an agency, a coach, a software, or a service, you want to see that the person selling it actually uses it themselves. And I'm sure you've noticed it, and if you haven't yet, I'll let you in on the big secret. This is a done-for-you service. The exact same way you're going through this funnel right now is the exact same way that your clients will come to you. So by going through this funnel, you're already self-validating the process. And just for context, we run about $80,000 to $100,000 a month worth of paid traffic directly to this funnel. We have 80 to 90% show up rates. Our closing percentages are 60+% on live calls, and we do about $500,000 a month cash collected every single month. Plus, it's really the only funnel you'll see us use. And I can tell you that the biggest brands online doing 7, 8, 9 figures are all using it too. Which brings me to the second thing you want to see, and that's, are other people just like me using it to get the result that I want? And really, does it have a track record of helping others just like me? So not only are we using it, but here are some other names in the space that you might know that are using the exact same funnel. Take Alex and Layla Hormozi at acquisition.com, $10 million a month. They run their high ticket coaching business for their events. Cole Gordon at closers.io, $50 million a year plus. Robbie Abuvala, $50 million a year plus. Russell Brunson at ClickFunnels, 9-figure company. And there's so many more. Through recessions, pandemics, changes in the market, changes in the space, changes with AI, they haven't stopped running it and they never will. And at the same time, you can see that we have tons of testimonials of really just everyday people that we've helped get to $50,000, $100,000 months and beyond. So moving on from that, how was this funnel actually born? Like, how did we even come up with this? Well, what's really interesting is if you research certified closers, you'll actually see that we're a recruiting company. Like, that's how the company's positioned. And sales recruiting specifically is actually how we got to 7 figures originally. So if you know that to be true, you're probably wondering, like, James, how did you get pulled into helping coaches, consultants, and agencies scale their lead generation? Well, what we realized in the early days after helping about 200 clients is that lead generation and lead quality is a bigger and more popular problem than actually having a killer closer. They're both important, but you can't have one without the other. And the way I like to explain it is that there's 2 parts to having a winning coaching business and really a winning team, and it's the people and the vehicle. Think of the people as the actual sales team, you know, the closers and then the setters. And then the vehicle is the system which they operate in. So that's the leads, the marketing, the application process, the funnel, all of that. So what was happening was we were placing a superstar sales rep, but the system didn't match the quality of the sales rep and they would leave. So what happened was we naturally kind of got sucked into helping with the marketing. And the good news is, and thankfully, we were already one of the best companies in the space really in the industry doing it. And when I think of customer acquisition, I think of somebody who has no idea who you are. So a complete stranger, and turning that person into a paying customer in 7 days or less. And so we started doing that. And in the process of serving those clients, we got the privilege to test all these different proven methods like cold outreach, DM ads, group funnels, webinars, challenges, anything you can think of, we tested it. And all of these we've tested and developed with a proven process for us and our clients. But truth be told, all of them stopped working at some point, whether it was 6 months or a year or somewhere in between, they stopped working. So what we found after testing all of these funnels with about 200 clients, matching up what the best one was for each client, is that there was only one that didn't stop working. It kept working long term. The funnel never went dry. It never fatigued. None of that. Like, it did so much better than all the other ones. It wasn't even close. And that funnel was the application funnel, which is why I'm making this whole video. And so essentially, I believe that if you're going to run paid ads, this is the funnel to use for several reasons I've covered in this video. But here's the main reason. It's been proven to work long term. You know, doing webinars every week gets really old really fast. Challenges require too much work and there's not enough predictability. Cold outreach, the leads are a little bit too cold. Stuff happens, which requires you to rebuild the whole funnel, and you have to take weeks out of your business to rebuild it, pay another company, or God knows what else. So you have to stop running your company for weeks at a time just to rebuild a funnel. So instead, what I would do is just start with the proven funnel that's proven to work long term and doesn't run dry, doesn't require any work, can be fully automated, really doesn't require much tech at all. That way, you really don't have to worry about your customer acquisition system breaking as you spend more or continue to run your business. So how does it work? I'll show you right now. If you could see on the screen right now, we run a short form ad, 30 to 60 seconds, that we script for you using our proven templates that we've spent millions of dollars on. You revise the scripts, approve them, and then film the ads. We typically want you to film 2 to 4 ads to start out, and as we scale, we'll have you film more, but this is a good starting point. The ad goes to a landing page with a VSL, or video sales letter. This is just a 6 to 8 minute video that convinces your client to book a call with some sales copy on the funnel that we script entirely custom to your business, all done for you. You revise it and approve it, which, funny enough, my first VSL took me 6 weeks to script. Then we came up with the framework of how we script them, and now we're able to do it for clients in just 4 to 6 days. And don't worry about the filming process. We coach you through the entire thing. And on top of that, we'll even edit and produce the VSL all done for you. And then after they see the VSL, they'll fill out an application, which is typically 4 to 5 questions. Then they'll go to a split pathway that diverts all unqualified prospects away from booking a call with you, leaving only potential clients that have the cash on hand, ready to pay in full for your service, that are really wanting to move forward with you at the very moment they show to the sales call. And really, as a side note, this is how we create 100% consistency with our ads and how we flood your calendar with qualified prospects every single day. Next is we place you with a proven appointment setter, if you need that, to pre-sell and pre-frame every single prospect that gets on the call with you. So you can essentially guarantee the prospects on your calendar desperately need your service and they have the cash on hand ready to pay in full. At this point, the setter will decide if they're approved or disqualified based on the conversation that they have with them. If they're approved, they'll go to a 40 to really 60-minute sales call where you'll collect payment and enroll them on that call. Now, if they're declined or disqualified, they either go to a long-term follow-up system or you can downsell them on a low-ticket product. It's very easy to implement, and that's why for anybody trying to scale to, 50 or 100 grand months, it is literally the best way to start. You can't get any better than this. And if you're a fit for this, I'm certain it's going to be the best investment in your business all year, possibly your entire career. So really excited for the call, and we'll see you soon, and have a great day.